How's it going today, YouTube? In this video I want to go over a little bit of familiarization with netbeans. An alternative that you can use instead of netbeans is Eclipse, but I've started out on netbeans and that's just what I've continued using ever since then. So let's open this up. While it's opening, some of the main things about netbeans are three biggest pros are open source, cross-platform, and free. It's open source, so anyone can add stuff and take stuff away to it. Source code's free, so you can mess around with it if you like. It's cross-platform, so this netbeans will work on Windows computers, Mac computers, and Linux computers. And there are not very many computers out there that don't run one of those three operating systems. And last but not least, it's free. How can you complain about a free product? Alright. So it's open. As you see whenever I open this, it shows my recent projects right here. And then I have these three programs that I had open recently. I'd actually got this ready perfectly for this video. These are three very early on programs that I wrote. Let's start with showing you how to start a project. Whenever you first open NetBeans for the very first time, you won't have anything in this area right here. Will be all blank. So to start a new project, you go to File, New Project, or Control-Shift-N. Java application for the purposes of these videos. Everything I'm going to be doing for a while is in Java. Hit Next. I always uncheck Create Main Class, so I don't like it to do anything for me. You can come here and you can change the place that you would like your project to be. Just click Browse and go through whatever you want. A lot of people like to keep their stuff on flash drive so it's portable if they're working with more than one computer. Then project name. By default, I always my main project I'm working on right now is Joey Harbour. It's a YouTube channel I've got, so let's just call this Intro to NetBeans. Finish. Now it's creating this new project for me. So you see Intro to NetBeans popped up right here on the side. To actually get to programming, I have to hit plus twice. And default package is where I normally do all my work. You right click that, go to new, and for this purpose a Java class. Class name. By convention, your class names start with an uppercase letter. Everything is lowercase in them except the beginning of each word, so if I want to name it Tea Time Tom, for example, Tea Time Tom. And finish. And this will create my class for me called Tea Time Tom. Let's see. We can also open new projects. We'll go over how to actually program these in other videos that I've done. So if I want to open other projects, and either hit these pluses and keep clicking on stuff, and then everything that I can open is right here on the side. Because Joey Harbour has most of my info, like random number. This tutorial did on random number generation. This is what I ended up with. Running programs. To run a program, you can either go to the top and click Run, and then come down to Run Project, or Run File, that's what it is, or you can hit Shift F6 to run the specific file, which is how I normally run things. Whenever you run, there's a box that pops up down here as you see, and it generated those random numbers that I told it to, which is great. Looks like there's a whole lot of them. Looks like 100 random numbers. You can minimize that, or you can X out of it if you want to save a little bit of RAM, but really it's not going to affect it much because, well, it already ran. All it is storing just a tiny bit of data. Mainly just do that for clutter reasons. Alright, next is a function that I want to show you, the undo function. There's a arrow right here, undo and redo arrows, or the undo one, if you want to undo anything at all, is Control Z. or for redo, it's Control Y. So I'm just going back and forth between hitting Control Y and Z to redo and undo that right there, which isn't really anything at all. Let's see, next I want to get to commenting. Commenting, which is really, you can comment in any language. In Java, which is important to know, all it is two of these slashes, the ones right by the, that shares the space with the question mark. Doing that will comment in or out of line, or if you want to comment out a block of code, you do /star, /star. Then whenever you want the code to come back, you do */. And these two lines right here are allowed, but nothing in between these two things right here is allowed to be read. All that's commented out. Alright, bring that program back to normal. One great thing about NetBeans is the formatting. You can hit Alt-Shift-F to format stuff. Like, say this looks really messy right now. So, I can highlight everything and hit Alt-Shift-F, and it's all formatted back to how it should be. I could have also right-clicked and found it somewhere right here. I can also comment blocks of code by NetBeans allows you to comment blocks of code by highlighting it, Control, and then the comment button. I only had to hit that one time, and all these lines are commented in and out, in and out. And the last thing that's great about NetBeans is it tells you whenever you make mistakes. Let's say I wrote this program right here, but I forgot to do my imports. So I'm getting an error right here. I can hit Alt-Enter to show hints. So Alt-Enter. Then add import for Java util random. Or just another way to do that is I can just hit Control-Shift-I. So Control-Shift-I. And at the top, that automatically brought this up. I didn't have to hit anything. I'll show you again. I'm on this, have all that highlighted, Control-Shift-I. And at the top, I now have my import again. It figures out which imports would be beneficial for you, and it automatically imports those. Oh, whoops. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial about NetBeans. Later on, I'll probably be doing a more in-depth one for people who are more used to this and already have the basics down, but I don't want to take too much of your time. As always, thanks for watching.